Hello again, everyone. I share this word to you today just after the announcement of the guilty verdict in the Derek Chauvin murder trial of George Floyd. I thought you might want to know my thoughts. Here's what I would say. Obviously, that's not the only case that has happened. That's not the only incidents. There have been others. They've made the news prior to and after. Mass shootings have increased again. And when I think of all of it, all I see is pain and suffering. That's what I see. I see families unnecessarily suffering. I see pain and violence unnecessarily inflicted on others. I see retaliation. I see pain. Hatred and anger and bitterness and violence all come from a place of pain. So that's what I see. One of the things I've been doing since we started our conversation in the church on race is I've been reading more African American writers and thinkers, theologians. And the book I'm reading now is one called I Came as a Shadow. It's by John Thompson, who was the head basketball coach at Georgetown University in D.C. A very successful coach and a very prominent figure. And his story is it's a compelling story. Race is certainly a part of it, and his experience of that. One of the things he shares in the book, he says this. He says, Martin Luther King Jr. used to say that we should judge people by the content of their character rather than the color of their skin. And he's right, Thompson says. He's also wrong, Thompson adds. Because until I get to know the content of the person's character, all I have in front of me and all I see is the color of their skin. That's the information I have until I can get to know someone. That's what I see in the George Floyd case and so many others. People operating only on what they see, rather than knowing the content of the person's character. They didn't know George's character. He didn't know their character. They didn't know the content of that. All they knew was what they had in front of them, and it resulted in pain. If we're going to work through the pain that society is dealing with, we have to invest ourselves in the content of other people. We have to listen to the content of other people. We have to deepen the relationships we have. We have to start relationships we didn't think we would ever start, and then deepen them. That's our work. To me, one of the sole revelations of Jesus Christ was God becoming one of us so that we might know God knows us fully and completely, so that we might know God more fully, know each other more fully. Faithful work is deepening the relationships we have and starting relationships we should have. It's hard work. It means we have to be proactive about that and humble to learn things about ourselves that we didn't even know were possibly there. I applaud that this church is trying to lean into that. I think it's vital. Yes, I pray for the suffering of those families, but it's not a complete prayer unless I myself am willing to look at who I am in relationships with, and where God might be taking that next. Who should I be connecting with? I charge us all with that. It's vital work and a faithful response to the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ. Take care of yourself. I'll see you again soon.